Hi everybody, and welcome back to our channel. As you can see, I am in a new spot. Look around behind me. And that's right, we are in the expansion of the new part of what was formerly known as the Walt Disney Studios. Rest in peace. You are now that is the artist formerly known as the Walt Disney Studios, because now we are at Disney Adventure World on Adventure Way. It's really exciting. So, we are going to take a little walk through and see what we can see. It is nighttime, which personally, we've already been here for a few days, and I think that nighttime is much prettier to see this area than during the day. So I'm going to take you guys along, and I hope you enjoy the sound of my voice for the next however long we'll be together. Okay. So, like I said, we are here on Adventure Way. I apologize already in advance. I may or may not have forgotten our gimbal to not be so bumpy. So I am using my pop socket to walk as smoothly as I can, using all my former marching band kid knowledge to do that roll step. But as I am currently wearing my Disneyland Crocs, the roll step is a little bit difficult. But we're going to do our best. And what I'm actually going to do is, because I'm just here aimlessly wandering, JV is going to be the one gesturing which direction he wants me to go. And I'm just going to talk while you guys experience this kind of empty view, which I guarantee you, from the 29th of March, you're not going to have an empty view. It's going to be packed because it is beautiful. As you can see, there's loads of places here to sit down now, which is something that Disneyland Paris has been sorely lacking. As somebody who is handicapped, there's not a lot of places to sit at Paris. And the expansion for Adventure Way into Frozen, the World of Arendelle, the World of Frozen, I'm going to mix all my words up, now has loads of places to sit, which is wonderful. I love all the lights. It gives me a very Tivoli Gardens feel, the original inspiration for Main Street's lights. And first we're going to stop by the left side of the gardens. I guess this is just the gardens, isn't it? It's the Gazebo Gardens, apparently. Shows you how much I know. So in the Gazebo Gardens, we have 3 of those statues. The first being Peter Pan. The second you'll see in a second. Here, during the day, we do have the Rapunzel show. Essentially everything from the music festival has been brought over here. And the Rapunzel show, they've changed slightly, according to JV. I never saw it in the other park, to be completely honest with you. But JV did, and they've changed it. But I enjoyed the show. It was cute. Your second statue, isn't he cute? He looks so friendly. I'd chill with him for the day. He looks like he's having a lot of fun. Here's a little gazebo. It's nice because you have places to sit. So when we did watch the show, we actually got here just a few minutes before the show started, and we had loads of places to sit. And they were really decent. As the most comfortable benches, they're metal benches. But they're not bad to sit on, to be completely honest. And in the sunny times, they do actually open these umbrellas. Now, I do have to say, if you want to come for the show, I try to get here a little bit early, because if the benches are full, you're only left with standing room. And honestly, unless you were standing right here on the flower bed, your view's not going to be great. Especially because if you're behind, that tech booth will open, these umbrellas will open, and you're not going to see a lot. Now, while we're walking through the Gazebo Gardens, there is another thing to see. And he's right, well, not he, but they are right over here. Because I guess these are English gardens. I mean, yeah, they were English gardens. They said they would be English gardens, didn't they? So we have already one English story of Peter Pan, the second English story of Winnie the Pooh, and our third English story of 101 Dalmatians. Honestly, because they're bronze and they have no color, you cannot see the color of their collars. I have no ideas which one is which, but I kind of hope he's Patch or Lucky. I honestly only know 3 of the puppies' names, and it's Patch, Rolly, and Lucky. all of the other Dalmatians. I have no idea. And I know Perdita, of course. Pongo and Perdita. I know the parents' names, but I was not about to learn all 101 Dalmatian puppies' names. Now, so this is our last look at the gazebo. When we were here for the show, we were actually seated right here on this bench for that view. It was a pretty good view, I have to say, honestly. Our new themed trash cans of the areas. We have JV taking pictures right there. Hi, JV. The video of the Rapunzel show will be on our channel later. No worries about that. Now, I guess I'm following JV back. He's walking in circles. Like I said, I'm just following him wherever he wants to go today. And you guys are just along for the ride with me, kind of vibing. Because it's a vibe, to be honest. I like the lights. It is kind of magical. JV's mom was here the other day. She said it's Christmassy, but I can get that. But I like the lights. I don't think it necessarily screams Christmas, but that might be the American in me, where I'm used to much louder Christmas decorations than this. But in Europe, a lot of times Christmas is just throwing white lights on something, and there you go. Now we are headed in this direction, because not only do we have the opening of Not only did we have the expansion for the new fun additions, we also had some reworking of old favorites. So now we are headed back to Toy Story Playland. Oh yeah, so once you walk in, that will all be open, and you can actually walk straight from World Premiere to Adventure Way. It's all connected. You can kind of see Walt's head peeking out over. It's cool. So now we are walking into the newly refurbed Toy Story Playland.
I'm Sheriff Woody, the high-ridingest, rootin'-tootin'est cowboy hero of all time. At least according to Jesse.
So we have a new Woody. He's very nice. I like him. He's nice. And again, they've added a bunch of benches, which I love. He's in French too. One thing I love about Toy Story Playland is not only like the Christmas lights that are enormous, but here, I love that the benches are old popsicle sticks, and you can actually see the discoloring from like where the popsicle juice is leached into it. I've always loved the like hand-drawn recycling image. We have some nice umbrellas. The parachute drop, which, you know, once the land opens, the influencers will stop using to try to take secret pictures. So, you know, it has an hour wait now. It will drop down to 15 in about 2 weeks.
Howdy, folks. I'm Jessie. You see Buzz? Tell him his electric flower is all tied up over here. But she'll see him later.
Okay, so now we're gonna head out of the playland. Not much else has changed. Get an idea of where we are in the park exactly. Right next to Tower Terror. It is nice that everything is more connected now. The only thing that's interesting to me is that now you have like the worlds, I guess. So you have, you know, the worlds of Pixar, world premiere. Then you have the world of Frozen. I don't actually know what the name for the Lion King will be, but it is interesting that they made this huge expansion into Toy Story Playland without actually changing the name to something along the lines of Worlds of Pixar. So it's like a land within a world, which is an interesting choice for me, at least. I'm walking very slowly currently because I seem to have lost JV. Because he has to stop and take pictures. So you can already see the North Mountain from here. We've already ridden the attraction a little bit ago. That video you can see, that is a wide angle view for the attraction. Our first video was a shorter close-up view, and now get that wide angle so you can see more of the attraction all at once. It is a fun attraction. I loved it in Florida. I love it here. Over there, you can kind of see the teacups, the boats. It's the Rapunzel Tangled Spin, or the Rapunzel Tangled Spin. For any of our English speakers, it's just Rapunzel Tangled Spin. We've done a kind of Franglish mixed for a lot of things now. So now, I'm gonna keep going with my attempted roll steps. So there to the left where you see I can only think of the French word. The French word is palisades. The construction walls, I guess. For one, stade is the nicer word. It's the French palisade. Anyways, where those walls are, that will be where the up attraction is coming, which is the swings. Which, you know, if you know the silly symphony swings from Disney's California Adventure, that's what we're getting. Over here to the right, where all these lights are leading, because it is Rapunzel, and at last we see the light, you have the Rapunzel Tangled Spin. We did that. It's fun. I like it. It has the like dance music from when she's in the kingdom, dancing with Eugene, Flynn, Eugene. Look at this beautiful view. We're gonna go around the corner for a different angle for you guys. I love the trees here. That is a real tree, by the way. It is stunning. I am worried that the tree will no longer be in bloom once the park expansion is officially open. You can see those blossoms better. Now, there we go. Now, the part I know you guys are all really wanting to see, because we are at Rapunzel. So, of course, we have the boat that she rides with Flynn, Eugene, however you'd like to call him. I prefer Eugene because that is his actual name. But what is very cool about it, if you zoom in, which I am doing there for you, there we go. You can see the lantern that she lights with Eugene. And you can also see the flower, which is a really beautiful touch. At night is much easier to see because it is lit up, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And get that full boat. Beautiful reflection. We're gonna walk slowly by the Tangled Spin. If you guys are following us, then you will see that we have a video of us riding the Rapunzel Tangled Spin from our first night. Like I said, I enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a cute little ride. It has all of Rapunzel illustrations there. So even if you do not spin it yourself, it actually spins pretty fast on its own. This is a different angle for where we just walked from. So if you go there to the right, there's a pathway to Adventures Campus. I don't know if that's actually going to be open for the opening, but you can actually kind of where's my finger? Right there. I apologize for the blurry finger. You can see the back of Web Slingers. And like I said, right there will be where the Up attraction is supposed to come next year, which we're looking forward to. Now, as we slowly keep walking, so during the day, a few times we've also seen Minnie's Orchestra. It's the marching band with Minnie Mouse. It's really cute. And now we are coming to, I guess, the center of Adventure Way before we really start veering off to different things. Now here you have your first little shop. This is a Rapunzel themed shop. So if you are a Tangled fan, you're gonna get all your Tangled merch here. The ears, the hats, the hoodies, the t-shirts, the mugs, everything. It has some nice artwork also done by Rapunzel, of course, inside. And the little lantern that you can buy, which is interactive with other lanterns if I'm not mistaken. But it is a fun little shop. Here to the right, we have the Regal View. Can you see the sign? No, you can't see the sign because of the lights. So you do have the Regal View restaurant. Not a buffet. It is kind of similar setup to Auberge de Cendrillon. So it is a table service. Food will be brought to you. There are characters. And the other option you have is if you just want to sit on the water and chill. On the left, they do have the lounge, which is your typical lounge. We haven't gotten to test it yet. I have heard the restaurant itself is absolutely beautiful. I haven't gotten to test the food, so I can't say anything to the food. I've heard mixed things for the food. Some people really like the food. Other people are feeling a little bit less on it. But for the most part, I hear generally okay reviews for this. People really love the characters. Here in the middle, we do have these beautiful flowers. It's the compass. You can really only see it from above. Okay, so like I was saying, this is the Regal View restaurant. So if you go to the right, that is the actual Regal View restaurant, which is Princess Dining. It was released today. That is the princesses in their village outfits. And to the left is the lounge, which is actually up on the water. Kind of gives you a feeling of the Lamplight Lounge. It's a very beautiful restaurant. But if you like the Lamplight Lounge from California Adventure, it will give you that same vibe of sitting on the water and drinking your drink. Although it is an indoor lounge, not an outdoor lounge. Which, with the weather in Paris, that makes sense, and that's a good decision. It does have a terrace, which currently is closed for, probably because we're not fully open. It will be the thing to see if once the opening does happen, if that terrace is open or if it's just a uniquely summertime option, because it is still a little bit chilly, and this week it's supposed to be colder. So here we have Adventure Bay. So right here we have Adventure Bay, the water. There is viewing for the nighttime show. completely surrounding the water, except for where the barges do come in on the bridge over there. It does close about 3 hours in advance to get all the equipment out. Get you out here onto the water so you can take a look and see what we see here. So this is Adventure Bay. Across the way you can see Frozen, although the view is slightly obscured by our barge in the middle, which is housing all of the tools needed for our nighttime spectacular Disney Cascade lights. I'm glad that we waited until the evening because this is much prettier in the evening. It's beautiful during the day, but sunset and nighttime, those are really the times to see it, because then you have all of the lights and all of the good vibes with the relaxing music. Over there you can see the cranes for what will come, The Lion King. We are very excited for The Lion King because we are enjoying this expansion, but currently Frozen is all the long way over there. So it's a hike to get to Frozen, which I guess makes sense considering it is the North Mountain. But like I said, it's a hike. It can feel a little bit empty at times, especially when that bridge is closed. You have to make this to circle all the way around to get to Frozen if you are over by Cars Road Trip. Now we're gonna keep walking around, see what other mischief we can find. So this is the Regal View. That is the lounge right there. It is a fairly small lounge, I think, so it has quite a bit of a weight. And here, that is the restaurant. I'm trying to hold you up so you can see, but I have small arms, so I apologize in advance. I can see the back of Merida. It is a beautiful restaurant, truly. I'm gonna head over to outside so you can get a different angle. There we go. So like I said, you have multiple ways to walk around here. You can actually already hear the music from Frozen from away. The park is fairly empty currently, so you get to hear all those noises. There are these views, so keep in mind when you're here to view the show, if you think you found a good spot, this might be your view because this is where the lights come from. So if you see a box, even if there's nobody standing behind it, that's why. There is one right in the middle of the handicap section, which is it's a shame because if you get there too late, you do have that blocking. Now we have the Regal View once again. There is only one entrance to the Regal View. Here, this door is closed because they obviously do not want guests walking up to the windows during dining sessions, because that would be awkward if you're trying to take a selfie with Merida and you have a random person in the background peeking through the window like a weirdo. Understandable. It does cut off one point of being able to walk across when the bridge is closed over there for the barges. You then always have to make circles, and that just makes the route a slight bit longer. So over here we do have Cars Road Trip, which we do have that video up on our channel of Cars Road Trip. It is a cute ride. Not one of my favorite rides, but it's cute. Although JV, I know, is partial to the tram tour. Rest in peace, tram tour. With the iconic Dutch Nada. That's his favorite line of the whole tram tour. I'm gonna head over this way. There's lots of areas to see. So if you get here early enough, there are spots with benches around the lake for the show. They are further back. You're not generally gonna find a spot close up to the water with a bench. But if you do, and it's not too long of a wait, I would say grab it. Around Adventure Way, you will see these little kiosk shops that have a lot of the same Disney Adventure World merch. So of course we do have the Spirit jerseys that you've already seen. They do have the hats. They do have the like snuggie things. And inside the shop, I love the little Mickey. He's really cute with his little baseball hat. Eventually we will own him. That is something he will come home with us. So if you go to this direction, you're gonna head back to Rapunzel. There is a bathroom right there, and there's a charger station, like the rentable batteries. They do have those there. There is still the back of Regal View, and normally if you were to head to the right here, there is the bridge connecting you into the World of Frozen, which we're gonna head there. We cannot cross over the bridge at this time because it is closed for the nighttime show. So they do have these 3 little food kiosks here that are named after the Aristocats. So you have Marie, Berlioz, and Toulouse. We were a little disappointed. We thought Toulouse was going to be all about sausages because that is a type of sausage here in France, is a Toulouse. But it's not. It's sandwiches. And there is one with a sausage though. And we thought, okay, we at least got one. Here has, at Cafe Berlioz, you have like little flatbread thingies. No, roasties, which are potato pancakes. We all like a good potato pancake. And then the Marie is not with ice cream. It is with the little French pastry called a choux with the 3 princesses, which you cannot see because of the light. There we go. So we have Tiana, Rapunzel, and Aurora. Walking back here. You have the water here. Now, here to the left, oh, he's coming, the big cheese himself. We love the big cheese. There he goes, the big cheese in his Adventure Way outfit. We've seen him a few times. We've given him a few hugs. If you check back, there is a short, or there should be several shorts of Mickey being absolutely adorable, because I don't think Mickey has any other setting than adorable. That's just his default setting. Now, here is one of the 2 terraces that they've added. So we have La Terrasse Panoramique, so the panoramic terrace. It is an outdoor terrace covered. We don't see any heaters, so we are curious as to how that will work during cold and rainy times because there is no indoor seating. This is currently where Mickey is meeting. If that will stay that way, that we do not know yet. There we go. Looks like he might be because it's telling us to check in the app. For us, he was just here the whole time. And then as you can see, that when the bridge is closed, they do have these nice barriers that come out to signal that the bridge is closed and you cannot cross, and there will be cast members here sending you away. There we have boats going out to set up the show for us. And now we're gonna head back down. So like I said, it does look like Mickey will be maybe actually meeting at once the land opens, because it does tell you to reference the app for his meet and greet times. I hope so. He is really fun to meet in this little outfit. He has a cute little hat, a little bow tie, and honestly, I haven't found an outfit that I don't like Mickey in. Although, I often feel like Disneyland Paris does not like Mickey with a bare head, because I don't think I've ever actually seen Mickey Mouse at Disneyland Paris without a hat on. Aside from like the Mickey when he's wearing his little tuxedo and his regular meet and greet location, that's about the only time you'll see him without a hat on. But here, Disneyland Paris is like, nah. Mickey Mouse is a proper mouse, he needs his hat. Which I can understand. He's a cool, chill little guy. But he has to be nicely dressed. So one of them, you have another set of stairs here down to the water. You're just walking. Now, one thing I do like is that they have tables set up for these little kiosks to eat at. So we are not pulling a Walt Disney World and eating on the trash cans. Although I wouldn't have mind if they did what they do in Disney California Adventure for the festivals, where they have the little like trays that they put on top of the fences. That I think is not a bad idea. Oh, we have audio. I'm seeing what's happening because it cut the audio. Oh, well, I see Mickey coming. There is a Mickey coming. There he is. Look at the big cheese come. Like I told you, he's an adorable big cheese. We love the big cheese. Feels like your day isn't completed if you visit Disney and you haven't given Mickey Mouse a hug. Mickey Mouse is the ultimate hugger. Feels like you always feel a little bit better, a little bit lighter after you've given him a hug. At least we saw that when we were on vacation in California. We loved giving Mickey a hug. And we are looping back around. I'm not quite sure why they've turned off the music. Maybe Minnie's orchestra is coming, but I'm not sure she comes this direction. I think this is a little bit far for Minnie. So we're just gonna keep going here. Like I said, these are one set of toilets. They do have a water bottle refill station here. So if you bring your water bottles, you don't have to go all the way to Avengers Campus to fill them. You can fill them here. And like I said, they do have the rentable batteries here as well. And they do have family toilets. So if you have little ones, or you are having disabilities, then you can head there and you'll be able to take care of everything you need there. This is the back of the Regal View. I love that they have the trellises there on the back. I apologize for that. I love that they have the trellises here, and you can already see that the ivy is starting to climb up on there. In Dutch, it's literally called climb up, and I love it. So once this is actually covering the trellises, especially in the spring, it's going to be stunning. We're starting to get some small blossoms on the trees, which is already really beautiful. So I cannot wait till everything is fully in bloom and we are with blue skies, because for the next week it does look like it's going to be gray and rainy, which is a shame. Thus far, we've had nothing but beautiful weather all of the 5 times that we've been here. It does cool off quite a bit in the night, But for the most part, we've got incredible weather so far. Just letting you guys vibe a little bit. So we've made our circle back to the Regal View. We are now going here in the middle. You can head right or you can head to the left. And now we're gonna head to the left. We've gone down to the water already, but I think we're gonna head back down to the water because there is the Cafe Luminosity here. So it's the Luminous Cafe. So Luminous Cafe is another outdoor terrace covered like the Panoramic Cafe. Again, we haven't seen any heaters or anything like that, but they do have toilets attached, which is nice. I've heard that the food is pretty good here. But again, outdoor terraces are, we're gonna see how that goes when it's a little bit colder. But I am excited to see it because, like I said, I've heard generally positive things about it. Here to the right, we do have another kiosk. It's the exact same as the kiosk on the other side, the same merch. And they have balloons. As you heard one of JV's colleagues just announce to him that they have balloons. And from the two kiosks, it is nice. You can actually buy warm drinks. So hot chocolate or anything like that, they will have that there. So here is the Cafe Luminosité with the outdoor terrace there. There is a terrace on either side of the restaurant, so you can choose left or right. But if there's no spaces, they do have benches all around here. As you can see, they have the arched trellises around the water. The arched trellises around here, and those trellises, once they get the ivy completely on them, is going to be stunning. And a great place for the summertime. When it is warm, you can sit under the shade. Now, you might be wondering, I'm in a wheelchair. How do I get down to the handicap section, which is in the center of the water? Well, not in the center of the water, but in the center of the amphitheater here. If you are in a wheelchair or with a mobility device of some sort, I apologize for that tilt. My sock was falling off. Now, if you have a mobility device, there is a ramp that you can see right there. And if you just follow the signs, you will be brought down to the accessibility area, which they do have. We have now seen the show twice from the accessible area. And it is a good spot to watch from. They have told us that it will always be in the same spot. It just depends on how busy the park is. Now, considering that when it's open, they're expecting a lot of busyness, the accessibility section should be larger. Like I said, we were told that they will be expanding and making smaller the accessibility area depending on park capacity for the day. So there will always be a spot for you. Do not worry about that. Now, where the paid viewing is, that we do not know. We have not been shown where that reserve your seat or reserve your spot viewing will be. We also do not know where the VIP viewing will be. We only know where the accessibility seating is. So here, is where the Lion King is coming. To the left. And that sign right there, that is where they're expecting the queue for Frozen, the World of Frozen to start. So to the left will be the regular general entrance that you'll have to wait in line for. And to the right will be for the priority card accessibility cards. And if you have a reservation to see Anna and Elsa or a premier access reservation for the attraction itself. another set of stairs that can lead you down to the water if you like. Some people are already picking out their spot for the show. The show for us starts in about an hour and a half. So we've still got some time for you to hear my voice until the show starts. Now, unfortunately, we cannot film the show at this time. We're gonna have to wait for that. But I know you all will be here excitedly waiting for once we get that show onto the channel. But the cool thing about the show is they do have water screen projections from all of the angles. So pretty much no matter where you stand on the lake, you will have a good view of the show. Now we're gonna keep making our circle around. So like I said, here we have where the Lion King is coming. I'm gonna take you up so you can see the artwork that we have along the walls. I actually enjoy the artwork that they put on the walls because they didn't just smack up a green construction board, they themed them to what we're getting. Here you can see the close-up of that sign for the entrance for Older Frozen. So left is the general admissions line, right is if you have a reservation to see Anna and Elsa, or if you have a Premier Access reservation, or if you have a priority card. Now, I do not know how that will work with the accessibility cards, but at least for the priority cards, is 100% certain that is your entrance. You'll have to see with the cast member directly at the entrance of this line how to enter if you have an accessibility card or a facility card. I guess they're all accessibility cards, but I'm a facility card. Now, here is the first sign that we have. It is the concept art for the attraction that you've probably already seen floating around social media. And at the bottom, it says, "Be ready, Simba and his friends are coming together for a new adventure." I'm excited. We're getting a Tiana's Bayou adventure of the Lion King. That's an exciting thing. Now, if the audio animatronics are as beautiful as they are in Tiana's Bayou adventure, I don't think we're fully prepared for, or at least emotionally prepared for, a Lion King attraction. As you can see, they put little animal prints. I love that they have the little Simba. I love him so much. Now, we're trying to go around so I can show you the second bit of art here. Now, here is the concept art for what the land will look like with the Lion King. So you can see the Lion King up there at the top. They have the fountains here in the middle for the show. Down at the bottom, you do see the regal view, and to the left, that is the Café Luminosité. And in that middle, maybe there will be something else coming. We feel like in between the Lion King and Frozen, something has to come because that is quite a bit of empty space. And we'd like something to come. JV's hoping Zootopia from Shanghai. That would be fantastic. We would love a Zootopia attraction. Now here is the concept art that I know we've all seen from D23 events with the Lion King. Now they did change the Simba on there because the original Simba was the live action, and now that is very clearly not the live action Simba, that is the animated Simba, which is nice because originally we were slightly concerned that it was going to be the live action Lion King, and that we were not feeling. But animated, we're all about the animated Lion King. We're heading around. Frozen is getting larger, so that must mean we're getting closer to that North Mountain. That is the highlight for everybody. There is a lot of confusion. A lot of people think that the entire thing is Frozen because kind of how it's been advertised is that it's a Frozen expansion and not that it's a doubling of the size of the Walt Disney Studios. So keep that in mind. Officially from March 29th, when we are Disney Adventure World, the park will be double the size. So that little half-day park that you used to have is no more. It is now going to be at least a full-day park. And we're excited for that. We need that here. We have these nice barriers. It's the same logo as in Hong Kong. Now, there is a difference here for us, for Frozen, than in Hong Kong. The difference for us is that since ours is in the secondary park, considering Hong Kong has no secondary park, there's no archway or anything really announcing, hey, you're in Frozen. And everything for us is very out in the open. So across the park, you can see Frozen. We can see Frozen from like when we're driving to our doctor. You can see Frozen from everywhere. So that's a bit different. Normally you really only have that for Space Mountain and occasionally the castle, depending on the angle you're coming from. If you take the TGV from Charles de Gaulle Airport to Disneyland Paris, you will go right by Space Mountain and the castle. So the next time you're on your way, if you are sitting, if you're looking at the direction that the train is going in, the right side of the train, if you're on that side, you get to see everything. If you're on the left side, you see nothing. I apologize. Like I said, we have a lot of benches. It looks like they are preparing for either the pass holder previews or just the opening in general. We have these gazebos all over Adventure Bay, and I don't really know what they're for. They're using the one of the ones on the other side. I think there's 3 of them. Yeah, there's 3 of them. So we have one on the other side that's currently being used as the meet and greet for Mickey. For these other 2, I have no idea what these gazebos are going to be. Let me ask my expert. Do you know? No, we have no idea what these gazebos are for. So I guess we'll be just as surprised as the rest of us, as the rest of you, when we finally get to see what the gazebos are for. And as you can see, the lamps are slowly starting to change. You're starting to see a blue glow. Now we're just starting to flip-flop back and forth. Because if there is a blue glow, I believe that means that there is magic afoot. Or I guess magic in the air, magic in the snow, magic. JV loves this area. This is actually the smoking area, but JV likes it, not because of the smoking, but because it reminds him of the England, the UK pavilion, and also the Germany pavilion in Epcot. And as you can tell from the lamps and the glow and the flags and the music, we are now in the world of Frozen. So the flags are there in the normal traditional colors of Arendelle, which are Anna and Elsa's colors, but with a little snowflower because we are celebrating the Snowflower Festival. It's a different festival. It's a different festival than they're celebrating in Hong Kong. And it's not the same festival that they're celebrating in any films. It is its own unique festival for Paris, which is nice. I like that it's not fully a copy of what we have in Hong Kong. I was just wanting to give you a little bit of vibe time with the music and everything. I enjoy vibing to the music. Honestly, JV said you can just leave him here for the whole day and he is happy to just sit here and look at everything. Although I do have to say, personally, I think it's much prettier at night than during the day, because then at night you do have the beautiful lights and occasionally you will hear a twinkling around at the fountain. And during the day, you can't really see what that effect is, but at night, you do get to see the snowflake light up. I was hoping that it was going to do that because we are playing Show Yourself, and that would be a great time for it to show itself, but it hadn't. Mostly does it with Let It Go. So we're going to go up. We're going to actually go around here because that bridge is closed. But normally you could take that bridge to go back around. Here, I love the details. JV says it feels like he's in Volendam in the Netherlands. It is a fishing village, so it fits. Here we have as well the Nordic Crowns Tavern. So JV and I have gotten to eat at the Nordic Crowns Tavern twice now, and it's delicious. The menu is gluten-free for JV. He has had his salmon twice now. He is very happy with his gluten-free salmon because it is an actual menu made gluten-free, not a menu, not a special microwave thing. It is actually gluten-free. So, what's also fantastic is that the inside is also beautifully themed. It is a very long line. We're not going to really be able to get into it because this is a very popular restaurant. But when you are inside, look at all the artwork. There is actually one piece of artwork painted by the main Imagineer in charge of this project, Michelle, which JV pointed out to me. So I'm going to take you to show you the menu. So there was the menu there. They have 3 options. They have technically more than 3 options, but the main meat that they have is, you have one that is salmon, and with the salmon you can either have mashed potato or you can have couscous with, or no, not couscous, quinoa. I always mix up couscous and quinoa. So you can take quinoa with it, or they have turkey meatballs and a cranberry sauce with mashed potatoes or the quinoa, or they have the vegetarian meatballs. Now, here is the clock tower. And if you check out the channel, you will see that we have a video of the clock tower chiming at 6 p.m. It does chime with, do you want to build a snowman? Unfortunately, the attraction is currently down, but good thing for you is that we've already filmed twice the attraction, so you get to follow right along with us on the attraction. Up there we have the North Mountain with Elsa's Palace, which has Swarovski crystals in there. It's mostly at night when there are effects going that you can see them. I'm not sure if the camera can pick them up at all. So continuing to wander around. So during the day, this is a makeup station. So here you can get yourself made up with snowflakes, with glitter, with hair, with everything you'd like to become part of the Kingdom of Arendelle. I love the little mirror. I love the flowers. It's cute. The kids are already loving it. Also, normally you can see Oaken. We saw Oaken already today. We did walk by with a hoo-hoo. And we saw Mossy, the little baby troll. That was also a lot of fun to see Mossy. She's really adorable. Now, one thing is, when the attraction goes down, it is very crowded everywhere around here because nobody really has anything else to do. So we're gonna walk inside and I'm gonna try to show you some merch. Like I said, it's crowded. This is an interactive Olaf who works like the interactive Ray the Firefly from Tiana's by Adventure. So when you wear him, if someone else is wearing him, they will talk to each other. It's just a wall of Olafs here. There's so much Olaf. So we thought that that was candy on that wall over there, but it's not. They're minifigures that you can put into a bucket and create your own collection of Frozen characters who are, it's an adorable idea. Although part of me just really wants to buy like one of them. It's hard to get close up, but I'm gonna try for you guys. Okay, so now I can show you. So we have this Elsa, which you can't really see. There we go. We have a fiery Bruni right there. We have Elsa in this outfit here. We have the trolls there. Olaf. The girl troll. Marshmallow. We have the clock. We have the snow geese, snow please. And then here you have Queen Anna. Sven. The Snowflower, the sleigh. Kristoff. Okay. So you can build your own bucket of all the characters that you love from the film. If you go into the other shop, the buckets are pre-filled. You do not get to choose who you have. So realistically, if you wanted a bucket of just Anna or just Elsa, you could do that, and that is completely your choice. These are the ears that they have for here. They do light up actually, so they are kind of heavier than normal. This is a headband that you can tie a ribbon in. And then over on this wall, they do have keychains, pens, and magnets. Okay, so I paused for a second, had to regroup. Now, Frozen is down. There is a massive group around here. I do have to warn you guys, if you are here when Frozen goes down, I would not recommend hanging out in the land because it is packed in here. You cannot generally go into the shop without waiting in a long line right there. They've now set up an outdoor queue. The other day when we had this, we had a very long line coming from the door, and they will only let a few people in at a time. And because the attraction is closed, everybody will go to the shop and it will be jam-packed. I recommend trying to go to the shop when the attraction is open. Now, a fun little touch that I really love is that up here, I'm going to zoom in on him. Oops, other direction. If you are a fan of Fantasia 2000, you will recognize him, and that is, in fact, the Steadfast Tin Soldier, which is another story written by Hans Christian Andersen. If you go into the shop, which unfortunately we cannot do today because that line is very long. If you go into the shop, you will see a larger version of the Steadfast Tin Soldier with the ballerina. One very cool touch that they have here is you can actually send mail from here in Arendelle. This is the window for the shop. If you are a fan of the movie, you will recognize these two dolls. They're very cute. But yes, you can send post right here from Arendelle. And we love that little touch. Now here, they do have the Rencontre Royale, which is where you can meet, normally it's where you meet Anna and Elsa. You do have to reserve a time. There is no standby queue. It is reservations only. So if you do not have a time reserved, you cannot meet Anna and Elsa, unfortunately. You will have to check those times in the app. They will drop at the normal times that the virtual queues drop during the day for superheroes, for the Hero Training Center. Superhero Station, that's Hotel New York, for the Hero Training Center on the Avengers campus. And for Mickey, and pretty much all the other characters, they are virtual queues. Now, one of my favorite spots to look at is this. We are at a fishing village, so you do have the boats. But just here, it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning view here. All right, now we are going to keep going. See what we can find here. I love that they put so many details for the fishing village here. I do love that they put that detail of the Southern Isles, but I'm not sure how much trade they will still be doing for the Southern Isles, because I'm pretty sure Southern Isles is not the most popular trade partner for Arendelle at this time. You have all of these, again, fantastic details for the fishing village. Even down, you have the fish down there. And I don't know if you can really see it, but up there on top of the roof, they do have a pelican in a nest. It's a really fun little touch. And now, we are going to keep heading this direction. We're going to head up to the boat now. Or not to the boat, to the bridge. You can see the snowflake is lighting up there. It does it throughout the night.
Mais il faut aller de l'autre côté. C'est fermé.
looks like we were just getting to the very end of that little touch of magic. So you just need to keep an eye on that snowflake for when that magic will come around to you. Every time I hear this version of Let It Go, I joke with JV and I'm like, this is this Bridgerton Let It Go. And he's like, so you like it? And I'm like, actually, yes, I do enjoy this Bridgerton Let It Go. Like, doesn't it sound like this could be the Duke of Whistledown? It's absolutely beautiful in the water. Nighttime and the golden hour is the time to come here for these pictures. So, like I said, we cannot cross over the bridge here because the bridge is closed for the nighttime spectacular. But I'm going to take you to this little fun place over here. I don't know how well you're going to see him, but this is one of my favorite little teeny tiny touches that they have. See if you can see him. Oh, you can kind of see him. So if you look very closely, right there, you can see they have a little, it's blurring. You can't see it very well because it's dark, but in the day you can see him really well. They have a little teeny tiny Bruni. I'm sad he's not lit up because I would love to see him lit up. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that walkthrough. We have the beautiful Arendelle Castle right behind me. And right there, we do have the North Mountain. Now, that was our walkthrough for the expansion of Adventure Way into the world of Frozen, into the work of the Lion King, into the work of the Up attraction, into Rapunzel's Tangled Spin. We saw Mickey, we saw the Regal View. We've seen a lot of things today, and I think that was great. Now, until the next time, let it go.